Great evening, folks. Great evening. Hey, this is Wesley $1 billion Virgin here with another Millionaire Midnight rant where I go live every night here around 12 o'clock to give all of you the opportunity to have a conversation with a multimillionaire, which is myself. I'm currently worth over $40 million. I'm a young black man from Houston, Texas here, and I run a variety amount of digital marketing companies on the internet here. Okay? And I'm live. And I also have a podcast. Maybe you're listening to me on Spotify or Apple Podcasts as well. But if you ever want to catch me live, all you need to do is go to Instagram, type in Wesley $1 Virgin, and you'll be able to go live with me if you choose to do so here. But tonight, I want to give you the floor tonight. Hey guys, how are you? I want to give you the opportunity to pick my brain here tonight. Ask me questions about mindset, manifesting dreams, business, aka entrepreneurship, whatever you need to do to be able to have the quality of life that you so desire to have as you navigate this outstanding, gorgeous planet of ours here, okay? But let me go ahead and give you a shout out. And once again, thank you for tagging people below. So many of you are showing me so much love, sharing my podcast, sending my podcast to your friends, to your family members, to your husbands, to your wives. I appreciate this because this type of information needs to be permeated around the planet. And what makes me different, because you might say, what makes you different from all the other people? Well, I'm very blunt, very real, very direct here. I'm not here to be professional. I'm here to give you straight from the heart, genuine advice of what I've done and some of the things that I wouldn't do, some of the things I would change to make my first million, to have the incredible life that I have here today. So listen, the mistakes that I made, you don't have to make them. So you can talk to me. You're probably in your 20s, 30s, maybe 40s. Some of you are much older here, but I'm here to give you a blueprint so you'll be able to succeed sooner than later, okay? And I'm funny. I forgot to put that in there. I'm a funny guy. All right, so if you don't want to laugh a little bit, you may want to go to bed. Take your ass to bed here. All right? It's important for me on these rants here to be my true, genuine self, which I am. That's why I'm laying in the dark in my $10,000 bed right now. And I'm comfortable. Okay, I'm feeling good. All right, so let's go ahead and give you guys a shout out here. Hey, Cali girl, how are you? Hey, Angel. Hey, Leandro, how are you? Backwood, Shahida. And folks, you can go ahead and start posting your questions below here, if you don't mind here. Here we go. Mr. Wesley, you're the GOAT. It's my turn now. Next multimillionaire, 26. How do I manifest my love of my life? All right, so we have a young man that wants to manifest the love of his life. Now, listen, can I be honest with you, young man? You're 26. The only thing that you need to be trying to manifest is money, okay? Not women and not the love of your life. Because even if you find the love of your life, what are you going to do to support her? How are you going to provide for her? Make sense? One thing I want you guys, and guys, you got to really understand this. Love, I get it. You know, so many people want love so badly here. They want love. I want love. I want to be married. I get it. Okay, cool. But man, let me talk to you for a second. Love feels good, but it doesn't pay bills. It doesn't buy vehicles. It doesn't pay the rent. It doesn't take your family on trips. Okay? Love doesn't put your children into the best private schools on the planet. Okay? Love doesn't allow you to vacation like you would like to. Love is not going to ensure that your wife or your children are in a great financial situation here. So let the women want love, okay? Let the woman desire love. That's what women desire most. Women desire love more than women. I understand some women on here tonight going to say, no, Wesley, I want money more. Cool. But when I'm talking about majority of women, they do want love. Okay, they want a family, they want kids, they want to be married. But men typically, you should focus on the money, not love. And if you're 20 years old, you don't know what you want. Okay, and that's one thing about young people in their 20s. They don't even know what they want to do. Okay, most 20-year-olds, they're just so confused, and they're stuck in this YOLO mentality. You know, you only live once, and they tend to adulterate their lives for 10 years. And then when they turn 30, they decide to make some changes here. So what I'm going to tell you, my man, I'm not going to even talk about manifesting love, because I don't want to give you those gems. I'm not going to give you those techniques to manifest the woman of your dreams. What I want you to do is to manifest money. Let me tell you why. Let me give you a little secret. Once you learn how to manifest money, or learn how to acquire money, women come on autopilot. Okay? Does that make sense? They just come. You don't need any techniques. You don't need to manifest women, because you have money. Okay? Money is like the honey, and bees are like the women. And let me tell you something, this is just the reality of it, right? Despite if it's wrong or right, that I don't care where you live on the planet, bees love honey, okay? And women do too. It's not because they're trying to take you for your money. It's not because they're trying to use you. You need to eradicate that mentality if you have that. No, because women just want to feel safe. They want to feel secure. They want to feel that they have a man that's a provider. One thing women don't want to do is stress about money with a man, because she can stress by herself alone without a man. Does that make sense? So it's your responsibility to be intelligent and realize that you need to manifest love. No man on the planet should be trying to manifest love, because men that have a ton of money, they understand that women, they follow the money. All right? They do. It is what it is. And even the women that don't follow the money, she eventually will if you meet the man that has the money. A lot of women are dealing with men who don't have any money, and because they just haven't had the opportunity of a man to approach them that does have the money. Right? Does that make sense? So I don't want you to manifest money. I want you to learn how to acquire money. Make sense? That's it. Fuck love. Right? Love will come after you have money. Okay? All right, next question for me here. I have manifested money, but it is not as much as I want. How do I manifest more money? Just have an intention. How much more money do you want? Folks, listen. It's all up to you. When you manifest in anything in life, it's up to you how much money you want. It's not up to me. If you're making some money right now, you're doing pretty well. If you want more, well, how much more? And then you need to ask yourself, why do you want more? Okay? It's all personal. Folks, I know you love listening to me, but eventually you have to come up with your own philosophy of life. Like your own thoughts around how you should live your life. Does that make sense? Eventually you have to do that. Eventually you have to say, you know what? I want to live my life this way, and be okay with it if that's what you want to do. You have to stop and pause comparing yourself to everybody that you see around the planet, because you'll never be happy. You'll never be satisfied. You always want more, and there's nothing wrong with wanting more. But eventually you need to be content with the man or the woman that you're becoming. Like me, I'm very content. I want more, of course, but I'm living a fascinating life. If I want a woman, if I want to be in love, I could be in love right now with a woman. Too easy. Come on. If I wanted 5 more kids, I can have 5 more kids this year if I wanted to, if I wanted to. Does it make sense? I want you to realize that you have the power to manifest and to have whatever you want. You want to manifest more money, do the same thing you did to manifest the current money that you have. That's it. Does that make sense? Okay. Questions for me here. I think I'm going to have to block someone in a second. How do I manifest money to take care of my children and my mother? So listen, and I talked about this last night. My question to you is, how much money do you need to take care of your children and your mother? Like, what's the number? Okay. Then my next question is, what are you willing to do to earn that amount of money? Say if it's $5,000, $10,000 a month. What are you willing to do to make that amount of money? Listen, folks, making money is very easy. Let me give you an example. Say if I want to make $10,000 a month. All I need to do is make $330 every day, and that's 10 grand a month. So I need to find, what can I sell? What can I do to make $300 a day? And it's hundreds of thousands of ways to do this, ladies and gentlemen, here. All right? You just got to go out there and do it. Many of you, you're like stuck mentally. You're not taking action. You got to get out there and do something. Okay? Okay, Wesley, I want to manifest $500,000. Why? Okay? Like, why? Why do you want to manifest $500,000 there? But you don't want a woman that's attracted to your money. And that general term about money, being attracted to money. Listen, I have to defer. So Cali Girl says you shouldn't want a woman that's attracted to your money. Let me ask you a question here. Let's just be honest, by God, because a lot of you are so silly. You need to wake the fuck up. And I'm going to explain why you're silly. If a woman sees a well-dressed man, okay, a well-dressed man, good-looking man, getting out of a Honda Accord, she can look at him. Oh, okay, nice-looking man. Okay, nice. Okay, he's attractive. But see, at the same time, she see another well-dressed man that looks nice, but is getting out of a Lamborghini. Think for a second. I want you to be honest. Which situation is more attractive? Same look. The man looked the same, right? Same look. You're attracted to both. The only disparity, the only difference is the car. One has a Lamborghini, one has a Honda Accord. Which one do you think the woman's going to gravitate to? Or just like look a little bit more. Just, ooh, wow. The one with the Lamborghini. So with this whole thing about when people say, well, you don't want a woman that's attracted to your money. Like, what does that even mean? That's like saying that men shouldn't be attracted to women who have big old booties and big breasts and cute faces. No. You shouldn't. Don't love me. Don't like me for my breasts. Don't like me for my booty. Like me for my insides. Like me for my personality. Yeah, great. Yeah. I want your personality to be on tack too. But you better be physically attractive as well, because if you're not, I'm gone. And listen, it's the harsh truth. No one wants to hear this. You know what people want to hear? Average, regular people want to hear? Well, you should stay with that person even when they're broke. Why? How long? Like if you was with a man that was capable, that's making good money, taking care of you, and all of a sudden he's not making good money, and it's to the point that he's no longer provided for you. He's trying year after year after year, and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. How long do you stay there? That's my question. And I'm not talking about a man that you're married to, okay? That's different. I'm talking about a man that's just your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. How long do you struggle? It's the same example with a man and a woman, or a man that's with a woman that's physically attractive. She looks good, and over the years, she gets overweight and fat. My question is, how long do you expect that man to be there? Obviously, he's not attracted to you anymore. You'll be able to notice that because you're overweight now. You're not the same person. You're different. And you got worse. But, that's not politically correct. Everybody wants to say, no, you need to stay with that person. Yeah, man, everybody changes. Everybody gets fat. Everybody has, everybody. Bullshit. See, I don't operate that way. That's like saying that I'm going to get poor one day. Let me tell you something. If I'm with a woman and I lose everything, I would leave her. I'll say, I love you, but right now I am not capable enough nor qualified to provide for you. I'm a hindrance to you. I need to get my business together. So I'm going to have to let you go. I would let her go. I wouldn't wait until she cheats on me or let me go. But a lot of you, that's what you do. You lie to yourselves. You say, well, I'm going to be with this person anyway because I really love them. Then you cheat on them. Man and woman. The man cheating on the woman because the woman's no longer attractive anymore after 17 years, and he's sneaking around. Woman doing the same thing. Man not providing properly for her. She meets another man that can provide. She cheating on him. So what you talking about? So don't give me this bullshit about, oh, no, you need to accept people for what they are. You need to love people only for their personality and only on how they feel. Only. It's just not what it is. Okay? Sounds good. It's a fantasy. Okay? And listen, you can call me superficial. You can say whatever you want. But it's the truth. You know how many people out there that are living these very hidden lives? Like even on this rant right now, somebody on this rant is cheating on their husband. Somebody on this rant is cheating on their wife, cheating on the boyfriend, cheating on the girlfriend, lying to each other. Right now, you're lying to your significant other right now. My question is why? Like if I'm so superficial, then why are you cheating and lying on your significant other then? Yeah, exactly. Just be honest. Okay? Now, look, somebody just left a comment here. When the love is true, it's no need to cheat. It's not about need. My God, sometimes I just want to slap you. Like, I love you, but sometimes I just want to choke you a little bit. I mean, this woman just said, when the love is true. What does that even mean when the love is true? Do you understand even the love itself is so subjective? You can love somebody today and tomorrow you can hate their guts. Well, I hate them, but I still love them. Well, I love them, but I still cheat on them. I love them, but I beat the shit out of them. What are you talking about? The love itself is so relative. Everybody has their own definition on how they show love and how they receive love. And you're talking about there's no need to cheat when the love is true? That has nothing to do with why people cheat and why people go through this issue of infidelity. Are you insane? You need to read. Okay? Next. Oh my God. The problem is, listen, I love you, so don't take offense to this. The problem is a lot of you just average people. You think that way. And you want people to accept you for the pitiful side of you. Because see, average people, they're not willing to be better. Like me, every day of my life, I'm going to be the best. Like I went to the gym for 3 hours. I'm working on myself. I want to look amazing. I'm going to look delicious. I want to be the most intellectual person, a great communicator. So that means I have to study and read words. Okay. Have to listen to audio of great speakers every single day of my life. Like it's just a habit for me to be better and to make progress daily. But see, the average person, they don't rock that way. Average people, they say, well, you need to accept me for how I am today. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to accept you at all. That's bullshit. I'm gone. That's what average people say. Well, you have to accept me because I'm crazy. You have to accept me because I lie. You got to accept me. I don't have to accept shit at all. And I'm absolutely not going to accept something that's pitiful. Okay? I suggest all of you decide the type of person you want to be. Just decide. Listen, if you want to be average for the rest of your life, you can be average. It's not a big deal. It's plenty of average people on the planet. People that just want a 9-to-5 job. They want to live their normal little average lives. Go to job during the week. On the weekend, have a little fun. Go to the barbecues. Hang out with the kids. Whatever. They average lives. That's cool. But if you want to be an above average person, well, that's a different marathon there. Okay? And it's different standards and it's different expectations. See, the reason why, especially men, the reason why I talk to you this way, because men tend to be very inferior to maybe men that make more money than them, men that look better than them, whatever, right? They feel a certain way. This is what men do. And you don't need to be inferior if you're working on becoming the best version of yourself every day. Then you don't have to worry about feeling inferior, feeling intimidated by other men, especially men that get around your girl. Does that make sense? I've seen it. I've seen it, man. I've seen men with their woman, and certain men come around and they feel inferior. They feel intimidated with this man. Yeah, because that woman gravitates toward. I'll give you an example. I was at a party, not like a real party, it was my birthday party a couple of years ago. And there was a couple of people around the table, and I was having a conversation, and this young lady walked in that was the date of this young man. And the young man was a lawyer. He makes good money, doing well for himself. But the young lady came in, she recognized me. Oh, aren't you that guy from the internet? Oh my God, I love your stuff. And she wanted to talk to me. Like, she wanted to have a conversation, basically. And we're talking. She's fascinated. Because listen, when I talk, like, you hear me on this rant here, but if you have the opportunity to talk to me in person, it's a fascinating experience here. Because I'm trained, like, I am polished. I know how to communicate very well to people, very well. So let's just say that woman was very intrigued, and she couldn't stop talking to me. To the point her man got up, and he said, "Come on, let's go." And he said, wait. And she just kept talking to me. Just kept conversing with me. I mean, to the point I could have had her with ease. But I'm not a savage. Well, I'm a savage, but I'm not that far of a savage. I just talked to her. The man was like, come on, let's go. And she was just laughing. I had her laughing, just talking about mindset, talking about manifestation. Because see, one thing about women, men, let me give you a little secret that you need to know. They love intellectual conversations. They love to be stimulated mentally. And if you're able to do that, okay, very well, then no man will be able to almost every man will feel inferior to you, okay? So that would have happened. He got all mad and, mad at her and said, come on, let's go. I'm going to leave you. I mean, he was just showing out. He was looking very ignorant. He was just looking insane, right? But listen, you don't have to, that doesn't have to happen to you. Like, men, if you would be conscious of becoming an exceptional man, a very capable man that I speak about. Does that make sense, men? Okay? You want to be the man, and I'll go back to women as well, I'm sorry. But you want to be the type of man that wherever you go, when you speak, people listen. Doesn't matter where you go. Okay? They listen. Especially the women. They paying attention. They're looking at you. I've been in scenarios like this all the time. Go to a little house party, whatever. And before you know, we're having a conversation about life. And women love having conversations about life. And I'm telling you, women love it. They don't want to stop talking to you to the point they want to take you home. Listen, I've been in situations like this, plenty. And women would gravitate towards you. Because when a woman feels that you have the answers to life, she's going to stick with you. She want to listen to you. Okay? And what I'm sharing with you men, that you can be that type of man if you decide to educate yourself and learn the man that you want to become. You need to know who you are and who you want to be, and then become a master in that field. Does that make sense? Then you won't feel inferior to other men. You have any problems. Next question for me. And am I giving you value here tonight? I'm giving you a little bit more value than normal here because I want you to get it. Okay? What's next? It sounds like I'm in the bed. That's the pillow, folks. Let me see here. Questions here. What's next? And let me tell you something. You know, the interesting thing is, you know I'm right. Like, some of you are just want to repudiate me, right? You're not right. You know I'm right. You hate it. I'm right. Right? That's why I do these rants, because, I talk about what people think about already. You're already thinking about it. So I'm just going to let you know, and I'm going to speak about it. And sometimes it can be emotionally triggering, but we need to have the conversation. You want to be wealthy, you want to be rich, you want to be awesome, you want to be in love, you want to have everything that you want out of life? Okay, then. But let's be real with each other. Let's don't talk surface level. Let's go deep. Comment the word go deeper, Wes. If you're not willing to go deep, you're always going to swim above the surface. That's what everybody does when they can't swim. If you want to change, if you want to transform, you got to go deep. Okay? Got to go deep in the ocean. Deep, deep within your psyche. Does that make sense? Okay? Tell me to go deeper, Wes. Tell me to go deeper. Go deeper, Wes. Deeper. How deep you want me to go? Because I can go deep. Next question for me here. Okay? No, we got women on here screaming, go deeper, Wes. Go deeper. What's next? What's next here? Talk to me. What are your questions here? Okay? You know what? Hey, listen. Click. This is now officially a red light special. Let me explain what that is, because some of you're going to want to leave. A red light special means that I'm going to be brutally blunt, and I will, at this moment, start using profanity. Not because I want to use profanity. It's because the profanity fits well with the conversation that I'm about to have with you. Is that okay? So that means all the questions that you ask me, imagine if I was mentoring you. A lot of you want mentorship from a multimillionaire. So imagine getting the mentorship from Wesley Virgin if you paid me $50,000, which people do. But let me tell you something about people. People that pay you a ton of money, they don't want to hear everything that they're doing well. They want to hear where they fucking up. So that's what I'm going to do to you, if you're okay with that. If you're not okay, leave the fucking video. I don't care. Go to sleep. Get ready to go to work tomorrow, because you're going to work for the next 20, 30 years of your life. Why? Because you can't take the heat. You can't take anything. You're too nimble, too soft. So all you soft people, go to sleep. Sleep like a baby. Okay? But everybody that's willing to be resilient and willing to take it, because they understand that Wesley has love for me. Like, I love all of you. But I'm not here to pacify you. I'm not here to give you compliments. I'm not here to tell you that it's going to happen for you one day. I'm not going to lie to you like that. A lot of you are not going to be rich. A lot of you are not. A lot of you are not going to be wealthy. It's just the reality of it. It's just what it is. I don't know who it is, but a lot of you are not. 1,700 people out of 8 billion people become multimillionaires every day. So less than 1% of people that are millionaires on the planet. So, what makes you different? Okay? And it's up to you to make the decision. Okay? Let's go. Questions for me. Start now. This is the red light. This is the red light. Go ahead. Questions here. Questions. Come on, talk to me here. Do you have a chime account, sir? No, I don't know what a chime is. Questions for me. And listen, if you want me to be honest with you and brutally and direct, don't be afraid to share what's on your mind. A lot of you so soft and so just fucking weak people that you can't even express what's on your mind. You know you're battling with it. You know it's bothering you. You know you want to know the answer to it, but you're too busy debating with yourself. Well, I don't want to ask a dumb question. I don't want to be put on the spot. I don't want to be embarrassed. Do you want to be broke for the rest of your life? You want to be average based off your simple ass fear of not talking up, sharing something that could be transformational in your life? Like, who wants to be broke next year? Who wants to not to have enough next year? Who wants to have the same bullshit, pitiful job next year? No one. Who wants to live life having to do things that they don't want to do? Who wants to live life not being able to travel, not being able to do the things that they want to do? No one wants to live that way. That's stressful. That's overwhelming. That's depressing. Speak up so I can help. Okay. What are some things that set men back in their early 20s and 30s? All right, you asked the question here. Now listen, this is a red light special, so if you don't like profanity, leave the fucking video. Leave the rant, leave the podcast right now, okay? Now listen, this is what men do in their 20s and 30s. They completely fuck over their lives. Let me explain to you. Let me explain why men do this. The average boy, when he's a teenager, he's playing video games usually. He's playing video games or he's having fun with friends. And he's dealing with friends that are just like him. And unfortunately for him, he's unaware of what he should do because he don't have a father like Wesley Virgin, which can teach him the game. Say, hey, son, I know you like playing games, but eventually you'll have to make money one day. And you don't want to fall behind like most people do, right? So the average kid, they turn 18, they graduate high school. Now they got to go to college. They don't know what the fuck they want to do. They have no clue. I mean, I would say 80-90% of students, men, have no clue on what they want to do as a major, what they want to do in life. They're like, well, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I'm good at this. They are completely, they're completely just delusional about what they should do. So they end up going to college and they just waste money. And at the same time they go to college, they're partying, they're smoking weed, they're vaping, and they're going to every party on the planet. And then for the 21st birthday, since it's their 21, it's just they have to get drunk. Like they have to. And this is for women too. And this is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, that you have to be drunk and you have to get shit-faced drunk at the age of 21 because now you can legally drink, even though most of you are drinking before the age of 21. You already know you're doing it. But yet 21 is a fucking celebration on you being a stupid idiot. That's what happens at 21, right? So you go party, you get shit-faced drunk, right? And now you love to drink. Now you become an alcoholic while you're vaping at the same time, frying your brain, smoking weed, fucking up your brain, fucking up your ability to think properly, fucking up your cognitive ability to be able to be intellectual, a professional, and someone that someone admires, right? So in your 20s, you're trying to do everything that you see everybody else doing because obviously you're watching a ton of TV, you're on the social media, you're still playing the video games, and you see people just like you making $1 million. And now you want to make $1 million. You see people driving the Lamborghinis. You see people driving the Ferraris. This is 20-year-old boys. And I'm like, yeah, man, I want that. I want to do that too. What do you do? What do you do? You asking these questions every single day. What do you do? What do you do? I'm trying to do that. Can you mentor me? Can you help me? This is 20-year-olds, right? At the same time, they're going out on the weekend. Every single weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, fun day. Like clockwork. You're doing that shit. For 10 years. For 10 years. Completely screwing up your life and remaining to be a average, mediocre person. 20-year-olds, this is what they're 20-year-old men. They're trying to find the way on how to get beautiful women. How do I get women to sleep with me? What is the best pickup line? This is what they do on the internet. They're searching how to find the women of my dreams. And when they can't find the women of their dreams, they go to Pornhub. They go to all the porn sites and they just please themselves because they don't have the confidence yet to go get a woman. And these are the type of men in their 20s. They talk about women. Oh, she's a bitch. She's like this. She's acting this way. Women want you for your money. Women are no good. Women are like this. Women are like this. They're very negative when it comes to women because they have negative experiences with women. Why? Because they're just not a capable man. And no woman wants to be with a man that's incapable unless he's just drop dead gorgeous. I'm going to be honest with you. And most of you men, you're not drop dead gorgeous. So since you're not drop dead gorgeous, you're not a capable man. So no woman wants you. And you upset and pissed off because nobody wants you. And you cry and you whine and you sit in your bed with your bottle of Jergens. You jack yourself off to some porn to go back out there to your regular ass job with your regular ass friends. And you do that for 10 years. That's the problem. And that's men. Okay? No self-discipline. Not motivated. Extremely indecisive. Don't take life seriously. Not financially astute. We're talking about men in their 20s. The average man. No accountability. This is what set men back in their 20s. And then when they turn 30, because maybe they have a kid, illegitimate kid, on accident, and then they become a piss poor father. Because not only can they not take care of themselves, they can't take care of the kid nor the mother of the kid. So now life is getting worse. You follow me? So in your 30s and 40s, now you listen to a man like me. You're really listening because you realize that you have screwed up the last 10, 15, 20 years of your life. You played yourself. Does that make sense? Do you not see that and understand, man, that if you choose to be a capable man, I defined this on previous podcasts. Like if you just decide at any moment of your life and say, I'm going to be a capable man. I'm going to be physically fit. I'm going to be financially fit. I'm going to be emotionally fit. I'm going to be spiritually fit as well. And I'm going to be a great communicator. Do you understand when you decide to be that person, even if it took you 2 years or 3 years, it'll be well worth it. You'll be a different man. You'll be a different person. And let me tell you something, with all the problems, like money problems, you won't have money problems anymore. Women problems, you won't have women problems at all. Like men that are very capable, they don't have women problems. They don't have money problems. They don't have emotional problems. They do not. Does that make sense, men? But the issue with men, they want it now. Like in life, they just want it now. They want everything in life now. They want the beautiful girl now. Right? They want the nice car now. They want the penthouse now. They want the respect of women and men now. Let me give you a new flash, man. It's not going to happen. Okay? It's not going to happen. Next question for me here. How do I become more stoic? Study it. You want to be a stoic individual? Study it. Okay? Here's a comment from a young lady. She says, a man with money is attractive. A man looking, smelling great is attractive. A man with brilliant mind who can have interesting conversation is attractive. What is there not to like? I mean, you see what women would tell you. Because, let me tell you something about men, women. And women already know this. Men want the money because of some part of them understands that if they have the money, they have the women. Like women, you are a driver for us. Think about it. If it was all men on the planet, unless you're a homosexual, which I'm not, why would I strive for anything? For what? Like if all the women went away today, for what? What do I need to do anything for? Who am I doing it for? I don't like being like that, so what's the point? What's the point of grinding? Okay? Many activities and accomplishments and things that men do, women are a driving force. Some men are not going to agree with me. They're going to say, oh, no, I don't care about women. I don't care about women. I'm doing it for myself. Shut up. No, you're not. We rarely just do things for ourselves. We just want to tell ourselves that. We do a lot of things because we know that people are going to respond a certain way. Like when I buy a Lamborghini, okay, I bought it because I like Lamborghinis. But I like Lamborghinis because other people like Lamborghinis too. They treat me a certain way. It makes life easier. Okay? Makes sense? I mean, do I really need a penthouse? I mean, it looks nice. It's a nice view. But it feels good to have the biggest penthouse in the building because everybody treats you that way. If I need something done, it happens immediately. Right? It's called significance. Am I making sense here, folks? So men become capable. Okay? Because it's just a game. Honestly, life is a game. It really is. It's just a game. Man, you have to realize it's a game. And you can try to resist it. You can keep saying that, well, I want a woman to love me for me. I mean, that's just the dumbest statement on the planet. I'm sorry. I don't want a woman to like me because of my money. I don't want her to like, well, listen. Well, okay, all right. You don't want a woman to like you for your money. Do you want her to like you because you're intelligent? Well, I'm not intelligent. Okay, so you want her to like you because you communicate well? Well, I don't communicate well. So why the fuck would she like you? You got pretty eyes? Do you got pretty eyes at least? Are you tall? You got a pretty smile? Like, why would she want you? Think. The men are like, wow, she likes me for my money only. She wants to. I don't know if she wants me for my... Most of you men don't have any money at all, honestly. You don't have any real money. And you're stuck on this, that you don't want a woman to want you for your money. And that's what you're worried about. You know why? Because that's your insecurities. You're insecure, that's it. See, a capable man like myself, I never think that way. I never think that a woman wants me for my money. Come on. That's just unintelligible. I know what value I bring to the table with women. And if I felt like a woman only, say if I found a woman that only wanted me for my money and she's a gold digger or whatever, I know what to do with her. I'm not silly. But I'm never thinking that, oh, well, what if she want me for my money? What if she want me for my money? Listen, you can call me cocky, confident, whatever. But when I'm with a woman, she want me for everything. Because I'm a very fascinating man. Does that make sense? And my money is inclusive of who I am. Does that make sense? Men, learn to be a fascinating man. See, a man that can fascinate a woman, he's not thinking about, does she want me for my woman? Does she want me for my money? Well, let me just take her to a coffee shop. I'm not taking her to a steak dinner. I'm not spending $200 on the dinner. I don't know. She just probably want free food. That's a man that's extremely insecure with himself. It's just the truth. I'm never thinking this way. I don't care. I go to nice restaurants because I like nice restaurants as well. I like eating nice food. I'm not trying to test a woman for what? See, because I have a different mindset, man. And listen, I don't want this conversation just to be about men here, because I know we have women as well, but I just want to be honest with you here, man, and I'm here to help you as well. Man, you have to think to yourself that, hey, you're a fascinating. Listen, most men that are not capable, they have all these feelings of insecurities all the time. It's very pervasive within you. You don't want to take women to a steakhouse, or you don't want to spend $200 on a meal because you're like, what do we get out the deal? You're always thinking about the reciprocity of something. You always think somebody's using you. You don't think that you're cute enough. You don't think that you're good enough. That's you. You don't think that about yourself. So that projection on how you feel about yourself, that woman can feel that. She can feel that you devalue yourself. She can feel it when you're nervous. She can feel when you're not sure of yourself. And this is where the problem happens. And this is why men become very disgruntled with women. Not because women are the problem, the men are the problem. Because you haven't developed yourself into a capable man. When you're capable, you don't give a damn. A woman can tell you no, so what? Listen, I can go into somebody's DM and say, oh, hey, how are you doing? You look good. And she can leave me on red. You think I give a damn? I'm not even thinking about it. So what? But the incapable man, see all these girls, you reach out into their DMs, and you reached out to 2 women that you liked on a goddamn app. And just because they don't respond, you think that, well, I don't know why she didn't respond. I mean, all women, they always do that to me. They don't even want to talk. And they just leave you on red. And you're the one on the goddamn internet, type it in, how to get women to respond to you on Instagram. I mean, shut the, like, are you kidding me right now? This is so true. Man, shift your focus. Become a man of significance. Become a fascinating man. Become a rich man. Become a very intelligent man. And you'll have your pick. Okay? You'll be able to select whatever woman you want. Men like myself, and I'm just being honest, women don't select me. I select them. But men that are incapable, they're waiting to get selected. Oh, you like me too? Oh, really? We can go out? I mean, it's just one guy. I mean, oh my God. Oh God. This one guy got a compliment from the girl. She said, oh, I like your skin. Really? You like it? I mean, I'm like, what? It's just the truth. I mean, you have to learn to be the type of man that you select the woman that you want. Okay? I have this philosophy when it comes to the male gender and the women gender, when it comes to love, when it comes to likability. And let me tell you something, man. I'm going to share you something. Now, women are not going to agree with me, but don't listen to women, okay? Don't listen to women. Women speak from their emotions, not from logic here. And I'm going to give you logic. You want to be with a woman that wants you more. Remember that. You don't want to be invested more in a woman. No siree. And there's no such thing as it's equal. It should be equal. It's not equal. In every relationship, everybody knows who's more invested, especially new relationships. Okay? Which means is that woman needs to love you more than you love her. Which means is you have to be the type of man that you realize that you bring way more to the table than what she brings. And that's how it should be. Does that make sense? Okay? Next question for me, please. Are you folks getting value here tonight? Women, I haven't forgot about you, but you haven't left any questions here. We're supposed to focus on business and mindset. I'm always willing to talk about relationships, but it's so funny. Everything always goes back to relationships, doesn't it? Especially for men, because that's why men want to make money. Who doesn't want to be with a dime piece? Who doesn't want to be with an extremely gorgeous woman? Every man does. They dream about it. Women don't dream about being with beautiful men because they can be with any man they want, and they don't have to be that pretty. They don't have to be that gorgeous, and they still can get a very capable, attractive, lovely man. Okay? What's next here? Talk to me. What's next? Questions for me? Talk to me. What's next here? Wes, can you talk about what learn helpless is in today's world? Learn helpless? What's learn helpless? You mean learn helplessness? That's what you meant? Learn helplessness means that we've learned to be lazy. We've learned to be the victim. We've learned to give excuses about things in life and the reason why we can't do things, such as, like I might tell you, well, quit your job. I can't quit my job and then pay my bill. Let's learn it. See, you're helpless. I can't do this. Blah, 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 blah. I just can't. I need my $20 an hour. I need my $10 an hour. That's learned helplessness because you've learned it from the people that you're around. We have learned to be victims. We have learned to be very soft, men and women. And learned to be just very weak people, especially men. They're just victims, They're just complaining about, oh, I didn't have a daddy. Oh, I have a felony. Oh, I didn't graduate college. Oh, I just don't know. I'm uncertain. I grew up in this neighborhood. That's just learned helplessness. You're telling me everything that's negative in your life. You're telling me everything that you're using to give yourself an excuse not to become the man that you're supposed to be. Same thing with women. Always making excuses about everything you want to be in life. Stop making excuses. Nobody give a fuck about your excuses. They don't. They don't. No one cares about your excuses. No one cares if you cry, women. Like if you want to be this powerful businesswoman and you start crying because, your business shuts, whatever you're doing, your investments don't work properly, and you cry like a goddamn baby, you're probably not going to make it. I'm going to be honest with you. Because no one cares. But unfortunately, when a woman cries, men like, oh, it's okay, you're going to be okay. No, that's not how it works. Because it's tough. You got to have tough skin. If you don't have tough skin, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make millions. You're not going to be on this side of the fence with me. Women. Unfortunately for women, you have, I'm going to be honest with women, you're not going to want to hear this, but for you to be very, very successful, you have to be very comfortable with your masculinity, right? The masculine trait of you. Got to come out. It's going to come. And a lot of men don't like that. I get it. Some of you are power couples. Some of you want to be power couples. But many of you, you're not going to be a power couple. It's not that many power couples on the planet. So when I hear people say, well, they did it. They did it. Yeah, that's like the 1%. That's like saying that, oh, well, you got 20 of us that make $1 billion, so I guess I can't. No, you can't. You're not. It's just not going to happen. Listen, you can pray, beg, motivate, meditate. It's just unlikely that that's going to happen to you. It's going to be honest with you. Because it's very tough. It's very hard. And many of you just keep giving yourself excuses on why you can't do shit. Make sense? You got to be willing to do the whole deal. And it's very difficult. And it can be very emotional. What are your top 5 books to read? How about I give you the top 3? Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself, and How to Win Friends and Influence People. Those are my top 3. Questions here? questions for me, please. See, I give you another example. A lot of you are not going to like this. Like, I know some of you will not be successful because even how you communicate in the chat below. Like, look how you structure a sentence. Like, pay attention to your grammar. Look, I already know. Look how you talk. You're lazy in language. You're the people that, what you doing, WID, the letter U for you. And you're talking about you're going to make $1 million? You may get lucky. I doubt it. But look at that. You're lazy in language. Like, if you're lazy in language, then you're going to be lazy in business as well. Everything counts, folks. Everything that you do counts. See, people that become rich, self-made millionaires, they're very diligent, very sedulous with their work ethic and what they do. They pay very close attention. They're very detailed individuals because the money is in the details. Because we understand the average people, they don't care about the details. Right? I don't care about these details. Just tell me what I got to do. But rich people, we care about the details because we understand that the details matter. So many of you say, well, give me some books. Give me your next top 5 books. Give me 3 books. But see, rich and successful people will say, just give me one book. One book what I can read for the next 5 years. Right? Right? Because we understand that books is not going to make you successful. You can have knowledge. You'll learn more. But what makes a person successful, like financially wise? Well, you have to take action. You have to take action at the right time, at the right given moment. And you have to go through a bunch of pain and a bunch of failure for years, probably, until you figure it out. But you're not willing to do that. Some of you are not willing to do that. Maybe a few of you are. But I don't know who. Okay? Questions here. There's a movie you suggested we watch. Which movie are you referring to? Wes, I fucked up for 4 months and struggled to get back on track. Any advice, King? Well, I commend you because you admitted to yourself that you did fuck up, okay? So my question is, what do you want? Before you can get back on track, you have to know the track that you want to get on. Make sense? Like, if I'm going to take a train and I'm going to travel somewhere, and I want to go to California, I can't get on the track to go to Dallas. That's the wrong train track. That's the wrong train. So before you can get on a track, you have to know where you're going before you get on the train. Does that make sense? Okay. Questions here? See, now everybody quiet now. Can you suggest a movie that will help? That will help you do what? You see what I'm saying? You need to be be specific. Help you do what? Many of you are so vague. Wesley, how do I have a better life? Wesley, how do I make money? So vague. And that's why most of you have these very vague, uncertain, unclear lives. Be detailed. You can't go to McDonald's and ask that person for a burger. I don't care how hungry you are. I don't care if you're starving to death. You can't go in and say, hey, can I get a burger right now? No. What if they bring out a piece of raw meat? You gonna eat that? Absolutely not. You're gonna get upset. You got to be very specific on what you want. What kind of burger you want? What do you want on the burger? You want cheese? You want mayo? You want mustard? Well, learn to be that way with your life. Know what you want and be very specific about it. Then you're not going to wind up upset and pissed off and mad because you didn't get what you want. Okay? Next question for me. Share an idea on how money is a formula and how to manifest it, it becomes a reality. And listen, first of all, money is easy to make. I talked about this on yesterday's podcast. If you want money, put money around you. If money is what you want to manifest, put money around you. Many of you lack money because money has always been scarce in your life. Go to the bank, get a couple of ones. Put the ones all around you in the house, on the floor, whatever, in your bed. Get comfortable with seeing money. I know this sounds silly, but it works. Because it's just how the brain works. Whatever the brain or the mind focuses on is what it's going to attract. Okay? So that's your formula. That's your method there. What's next here? What's next? Questions for me. I want everybody to comment these words below. And I'm going to keep saying these words until you get it. Clarity is power. You know, as you age, as you get older, you can remember these words from Wesley Virgin. Wesley, he always used to say, clarity is power. That the more clear I am about the person that I want to be, I will be less irritated, less annoyed, less frustrated. But the less that you're clear, that's a recipe for failure. Clarity is power. How do you get people with a certain level of money to hang with you when you have now with you? First of all, why would people that are rich hang with you? Now, I'm not being rude, so, relax. But seriously, if someone's a millionaire, you're 1,000 now, why would he want to hang around you? For what? What value are you going to bring to this man's life or this woman's life? Folks, you got to see the world as it is, not how you want it to be. You know what you want? You want to make a decision one day that you want to change your life, and you want a guy like Wesley Virgin to sit you down and mentor you every week for free. That's not how fucking life works. Are you kidding me? It'll never work that way. It's not how it works. Okay? You got to fight for it. It's hard. Because rich and successful people, they want to be around rich and successful people, not unsuccessful people. Why would they want to be around unsuccessful people? They want to be around rich and successful people because they're like them. Just like employees. Employees want to be around employees. Alcoholics want to be around alcoholics. Weed smokers want to be around other weed smokers. Vapors want to be around vapors. Does that make sense? Okay? Whores want to be around whores. Prostitutes want to be around prostitutes. So why would a rich person want to be around a person that's average? To have a job, that's desperate, that's trying to make things work. Why? I'm asking you that question. Why? You're going to say, well, because they want to help. And that's what I would do. If I was making $1 million, I would help people. Like, I hear this shit all the time. Everybody wants to help somebody. That's what I hear. I ask people at my seminar, I say, what do you want to do with the money? I say, how much money you want to make per month? And everybody's like, oh, I want to help people. I want to help people. I want to help people. Everybody says this. I want to help somebody. Really? Do you really want to help people? You want to help everybody that's broken and poor and average on the planet, right? That's what you want to do. That's why you want to make more money, just to help people. My question is, why are you not helping people now? Since you love helping people, right? You don't have to have money to help people. Go get a lawnmower and cut people's grass. Go to old folks' home and go get their groceries for them. What are you talking about? Don't lie to me. You're just saying what's politically correct. Yeah. Yeah, man, I want to help people too. I want to help the world. I want to go to Africa and change Africa. How are you going to change Africa when your house is a mess? Your life is a mess, and you're trying to go change Africa. I'm like, what? I hear people, that's what they say, you're a mess. And you're trying to help people. How about you help yourself? Okay? Make sense? You'll notice that everybody tends to say or respond in a way that it's not controversial, right? They want to say the right thing at the right time for everybody to agree. But me, that's not me. I'm not here for you to agree with me. I'm here to stir you up, piss you off. You're going to be embarrassed. You're going to be angry. And you're going to think. Because that's not how life is. Okay? Life is just not like this. You know, the average thing that comes out of people's mouths is a lie. Hey, how you doing today? Oh, I'm doing okay. No, you're not. Lying. You know, the average person just lies all day about how they feeling, how they doing, how the relationship doing. You ever met a couple and you'll think that the couple is just living the dream? You're like, oh my God, I love their relationship. I love their relationship. They're so happy. I want that relationship. And then 2 months later, you see they're going through a very devastating divorce. And you're like, what? Because people out here faking it. Everybody, they just faking it, man. The only person I know that's not faking it is yours truly. I'm keeping it real, keeping it a buck. Okay. That's why my life is so easy to live, because I just keep it real. You know, I don't care about losing people. Not worried about that. I don't care about being embarrassed. So what? It is what it is. I'm going to do many embarrassing things before I leave this earth. So what? Okay. Next question for me, please. We have Olive Pretty in the house. How are you? We have Lay. Are you getting value here, ladies and gentlemen, here? Who's getting value here tonight? Wes, can you talk more about the mental fast? Yeah, so a mental fast is basically for 30 days. It's when you separate from all the pleasurable things in life, such as the internet, any negative news, no TV, reading from a book for about 5 to 10 minutes, thinking and focusing on your goals for 5 to 10 minutes as well. Separating from negative people, no conversation with people who are cynics or people who are the opposite of optimism. That's a mental fast. Drinking nothing but water, such as, no soda, no drinking, no booze, no alcohol, no weed, no smoking, no drugs of any kind. You're going to purify yourself and purify the mind for 30 days. And you'll be surprised on the person that you will become on day 31. Okay? It's very powerful. I talk about this in my course, The Genie's Grip. It's the mental fast. Because some of you need a mental fast. You're allowing your mind to take in all this information, and you don't realize that your unconsciousness is absorbing so much information. Information that's inadequate. Information that is not even aligned with your dream, nor outcome, or the person that you want to be. You need a mental fast. You need to starve yourself of the internet. I can't wait until they ban TikTok. You saw that they just passed a bill 3 days ago that Biden now has the power to ban TikTok. It needs to go away because people are so distracted on TikTok. People using TikTok just to watch and listen to when they have nothing to do. It's a distraction from your goals, and it's a distraction from your dreams. And you won't be able to tell until you turn 30, 40, or 50 years old, because you spend so much time on TikTok, So I can't wait till it get banned in America. I want them to get rid of it. What's next here? Yeah, celibacy as well. Like no sex. Have sex with yourself. Use your hand. Use your finger, ladies, whatever you got to do. But yeah, no sex with a person for 30 days. What's next? Would you really like a serious student and son to pull away from the internet, sir? Absolutely. For 30 days? Yep. Video games as well. But what if we have a business on the internet? Then run your business. Run your business on the internet. All right? But you know what you tend to do when you're on the internet? I mean, be honest with yourself. Okay, if you run a business, run the business only. But don't go to YouTube and watch random videos and don't get distracted with other websites. Come on, just be honest with yourself. Right? Like, I'm not there to monitor you. But that's what a mental fast is, if you decide to do it. How do you feel about young women dating and meeting new people while she is working on her business? No. I'm going to be honest with you, women. How many women want to be successful? I'm just curious. Just comment below. How many women in here, truly want to be successfully financially? At least $1 million a year, right? That's pretty successful to me. Even $50,000 a month is pretty successful. It's doing well. How many women want to be successful? This is going to be for women. All right, so I want to answer that question from the young lady that just asked me that. There's no balance. Listen, if you want to be successful in your business, you can't just be out there dating random men. Okay? You cannot. Because men are a distraction. Anything emotional is a distraction to you. Do you not realize that? Because you have to put energy towards it. There's a sacrifice on both sides of the coin for women and for men. Women, if you want to be successful, you want to create a business, you can't be out there being a part-time business owner and a part-time person that's dating the world. No, you got to do one first. Okay? If you want to be very successful in business has to be your life for a while. Because there's so much you have to learn. And once you have some success and you're happy about the success, now you can go date. But you can't do both. It's not going to happen. Never will. Ever wanted to do a psychedelic retreat? Nope. Never will. Because I think it's ridiculous. No psychedelics at all. I think ayahuasca, DMT, all that mushroom stuff is just stupidity. Because it's not needed for you to be in bliss and be at peace. Or to have, quote unquote, enlightenment. It's not necessary. Thanks, Wes. I just broke up with my girl to focus on myself, to become a better alpha man, smart man. Good. Block her number as well. Block her Instagram. Block everything. Because you may have the tendency to want to go back. One of those late nights, you may text her, so block her. How long did it take you on consistently visualizing before you started seeing results? Not that long, within the first year. Not that long at all. The key is to be very consistent. and not to think about when it's going to take place. Have you ever had someone who wants to serve and submit and be owned by you, and would you ever consider it requirements to be owned by me? What are you talking about? I don't know where these questions coming from, but I'm gonna have to block that person. Jada Love, yeah, you're late. Jada, you're gonna get smacked. We're going to smack Jada for being late here tonight. I got my genius script today. Much love, Jada. Proud of you. But you're late. Why? Turn on your notifications, everybody. Turn them on right now. So when I go live, you're ready to rock and roll. Don't be late to the party. The food is gone. This happens to people. You're so late to the party, you're late to business, and everything's gone. There's nothing left. You got to eat the scraps. And who wants scraps? Nobody. What's next here? Okay, good job. I love when I see men breaking up with their girlfriends. Because did you know that women initiate most divorces and breakups? Yeah, it's a statistic. Look it up. Wesley, do you ever felt that your children in their early years were a distraction to you when you became serious? No. You know, my children was never a distraction. Because they understood who I wanted to become. Because I explained it to them at a very, very young age. So they never bothered me. What's next? Questions for me, folks. Hey, Selena, how are you? Angeline, question. How do you personally not feed fear and anger? What works best for you? Well, I don't feed fear or anger because it doesn't have a mouth, right? Fear and anger are just states of minds, concepts. It's not a physical thing. So I would share with you to stop referring to fear and anger as if it's a thing or a noun. Can't feed it. It doesn't have a mouth. Right? What I would tell you is this, that anger is or happens because you allow it to happen. Does that make sense? Like, you have to allow yourself to feel anger. No one can make you angry. You're just allowing yourself to be angry based off the experience of what happens in your life. But I think what you forgot is that you have a choice. And we all have a choice to be angry. You don't have to be. Right? It doesn't matter what happens. You guys, I get it. You can give me, I know some of you are going to give me all these weird scenarios, but still, it's up to you to be angry. And it's up to you on how long you're going to be angry. And angry people, they just keep talking about things that make them feel more angry, which is called the feeling of lost. That's what angry people do. They've lost something. So if they're angry, they lost their respect. You lied to me. You hurt me. You pissed me off, right? So listen, as long as you allow you to be angry, you're always going to be angry. Fear is not even real. Fear is an illusion. False evidence appearing real. Because when you're afraid of something, you're not actually afraid of the thing. You are afraid of the illusion of the thing, just in your mind. Like, some of you won't leave your job because you're afraid that you're going to be broke, correct? That's why you don't leave. Like if you had no fear around leaving your job that's making you sick, that's debilitating you, like if you just say, you know what, I'm going to leave it and have confidence I'm going to be okay, you probably will be okay. But you fear it. You fear, which is nothing but an illusion. You're imagining yourself failing if you leave the job. Right? Just like men, when they approach women, you're imagining a rejection. Well, I'm not going to go over there. I know she's going to reject me. I know she's not going to like me. What am I going to say? I don't know what to say. Right? That's just, it happens all in the mind. So I would say stop imagining things not working in your favor and begin to imagine things working in your favor. That's what I do. So anything that I haven't done before, I just imagine that I have done it before and I've done it very well. Does that make sense? So then I have no more fear with things that I need, with the things that fear doesn't need to be there. Okay? Oh, that was a good yawn, folks. That makes sense, young lady. Okay. Thank you. She liked my meditation rant today. How many of you enjoyed my meditation or rant today? Thank you so much. Wes, how do you deal when you get lonely on the road to success? I get excited when I'm lonely. And I suggest you get excited as well because it's lonely at the top. Like you think you're lonely now, trying to be successful. Once you get to the top, you're going to be extra lonely. But it's okay. Mastering yourself is understanding it's okay to be with myself alone. That's how you master yourself, by the way. Just being okay to be by yourself alone. Learning how to entertain yourself. Learning how to make yourself laugh at your own jokes. Watch a good movie with yourself. Order some DoorDash. Order some Uber Eats. Relax on a couch, cross your legs, get under that nice little blanket. Watch your movie, listen to Wesley Virgin podcast. Right? You got to get comfortable with being yourself. You got to start liking yourself because many of you, you're in relationships and people don't like you because you don't like yourself. So why would a person want to be with a person that can't even be with themselves? Because you don't like yourself. So why would anybody else like you? See, me, I'm a loving man because I love myself alone. I love myself. So when I'm with women, I'm loving, kind, compassionate. And women love that about men, happy. Right? I come from love because I love myself. I love being around myself. So it's natural for other people to love being around me as well. You get it? Love being around yourself first. Okay? Hey, Rockstar Broker, how are you? Roxy. Love Jesus, love yourself. Happy Sunday. The biggest, how are you? I'm just reading these comments here. Yeah, the meditation was posted, folks. So if you need to go back to listen to what kind of movie do you watch? Let me see. Today I was watching The Beautiful Mind, but you might not like that movie. I like psychological thrillers. I like weird stuff, like Married at First Sight. That's a show, but it's so hilarious to me. Honestly, I just love the downfall. I just love to see people that, I'm not going to call them idiots, but I don't know how smart they are, thinking that being on a television show and allowing experts to match them with their wife or their husband is actually going to work. It works for some people. Maybe 1 out of 1,000. But these people, it's just so funny to see it happen. I don't know if you ever watched this show, but it's people get married at first sight, right? They just see the person for the first time and at the altar, and you have to marry this person. And to see these people try to make it work, oh God, it's so hilarious. I love the downfall, honestly. I just love when they just conflict and chaos, and they're like, oh yeah, we just get along so well. It's been 24 hours, and I think we're just so compatible. 3 days later, I can't stand this motherfucker. I'm telling you, I love it. I love it, man. They were like, I want a divorce. Oh, it's so hilarious. That show is my favorite show. It's so hilarious. I love it. What's next here? Hold on, let me block this person. Okay. Are you in a relationship with someone yet? No, I'm not in a relationship. At this point in my life, I think I'm incapable of having a relationship. I'm not incapable, but I just don't want it, man. Not right now. I'm okay with myself right now, just being alone. I may have a little something here and there, when I want it. But honestly, I'm excited being by myself, with myself. My priority is not being with a person right now or having a relationship and blah, blah, blah. My purpose is more important than that, honestly. And that's just not my focus. Maybe in 5-10 years, maybe that will be my focus, but it's not my focus right now. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, you gotta meet the right one. Wait till you meet the right one. You're gonna meet the right one. Wait till you meet that girl. Shut up. Just stop it. Okay? Just stop. Save it. I don't hear that. I mean, how many people say that dumb shit? Right? Let Wesley be great. That's what I'm on right now. Becoming very influential here on the planet, helping hundreds of millions of people with a mindset, teaching them how to manifest, helping them to understand their emotions. This is what turns me on. Okay. And this is what I like to do. And I love it. And like I said, maybe in 10 years, who knows? Look, maybe in 10 years, you'll see me at Married at First Sight. Not. If I was on Married at First Sight, and if the girl wasn't attractive, I'm out. I'm telling you, I'm out. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm sorry. This is not what I asked the experts. I did not ask the experts for this. And I would just leave. Some of those people, they just swallow because they're on TV, right? Everybody wants to be famous. Me, I wouldn't even care. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not going to bed with this person. I'm not going, I'm not compatible. I'm sorry, I'm not compatible. Well, you didn't try. No, I looked at her. Not my type. Can't do it at all. I'll be the worst contestant on that show, I'm telling you. Because one thing about me, I cannot hide my feelings. I mean, just how I feel, it is what it is. You'll see it on my face. And I can't do it, But I see these people on Married at First Sight, they just fake it, It's amazing. Talk about women, Wes. What would you like to know? Listen, I don't mind talking about women, but women, you have to have a question. Men have questions. So women, you have to have a question. Then I can talk about women as well. Do you have any drawbacks when you first became a millionaire? No drawbacks. Single mom and entrepreneurship can be tough. Rockstar broker, it is tough. But listen, Roxy, you're doing it. I don't even know you, but I'm looking at your Instagram handle here. You're doing it, young lady. Make it happen. It is tough. It's very hard, extremely hard, but it's not impossible. One thing about women, they're very resilient. I'll say that. They're more resilient than men. Men tend to get butthurt with so much stuff in life. I don't know. Men are so sensitive. Women are tough. I mean, babies come out of you. That's insane. It's amazing. It's a gift from God. So, yeah, it's tough, but it's possible. It's very possible. Okay, there's many successful women on the planet here. As a matter of fact, I only work with women. You said, so I thought you had something. Does wealth come with pride? Some people say it makes people proud. Make us proud? Well, I mean, how do you define the word pride? Like that you care about yourself, that you hold yourself to a certain standard in your life? Of course. I mean, come on now. There's nothing wrong with having pride in yourself and being proud of yourself. This is normal. And I'm sorry the world wants you to be humble and to have so much humility. You should look up that word humble. For all my humble people, go look up the word first before you start calling yourself a humble person. I'm not going to tell you the definition. Go look it up. What's next here? Thank you, the road to being a trillionaire. All right, Roxy, make it happen. Make $1 million first, though, rock star. Okay. What's next here? Any questions for me? Yeah, honestly, if I was on that show, Married at First Sight, it'll be the #1 show in America. It will be. They were like, wait. They were like, Mr. Virgin, we know you don't like her, but the ratings were so high because of your reaction. We're willing to bring you another girl. We're going to bring you another woman. And I say, I demand another woman right now. You cheated me, experts. Pastor Cow, Dr. Pepper. That's the lady's name. One of the experts' names is called Dr. Pepper. I laugh all the time. Her name is Dr. Pepper, man. I mean, oh my God. I couldn't talk to Dr. Pepper with a straight face. I'm like, Dr. Pepper, what's the deal with you and Coke? I mean, the jokes would they won't stop. I couldn't have a session with her. So the experts, they see the couples on Married at First Sight and they talk through their problems and blah, blah, blah. They counsel them. And I can't take Dr. Pepper seriously. Her name, Dr. Pepper, come on. Can't take this lady seriously. I don't even drink Dr. Pepper. We're not aligned, Doc. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Oh, man. Do you owe a lot of taxes each year? I'm running out of write-offs. Nah, I mean, it's always ways, you know. I'm in the internet business. I'm in the digital marketing business. So it's easy for me to be very interesting with taxes. But nah, I don't pay a lot of taxes. I mean, not the amount of money that I make and tax that I pay. It's not a lot. I would say if you have a good tax accountant, let him know how much money you want to pay. And if he's good, he know how to play with the numbers. Where there's a will, there's a way. Always. Let me see here. Wesley Virgin. First of all, I have an E in my name, 2 E's in my name. Okay. It's Wesley. Thank you. From where did you get the ideas in order to create wealth ideas and be able to get new ones all the time? Well, I'm a very creative man. I just say that. I'm creative and I think. And I think, you know, unfortunately, we just have not been trained to think in life. Just got to think, man. You know? I meditate a lot as well, so when I meditate, I get visions. Anybody else get visions? I get visions of things I should do in my company, in my life. So, and I read a lot, so that's how I come up with ideas. What was your strategy to grow your IG account? Do promotions and create a ton of content daily. I get about 200 to 300 new followers a day. Will you do a show of picking a random person and teach them to become a millionaire and pick me? That's a good one. That would be nice. I mean, if they pay me to do it, of course. If we do it for the show, I will. But if I did a show like that, trust me, you don't want to be mentored by me. Listen, every woman that I've ever mentored and that was serious about it, they all left in tears, man. And I've only had one that, even though she was in tears, but she stayed strong. And that was Ariella, and she's a millionaire. Last month, she did over $400,000 with me. And she's 29, 30 years old, young, making a lot of money right now. Right? So, yeah. Folks, you don't want to be mentored with me. I'm tough. I don't play. I'm telling you, I'm very tough. I know you hear me on this rant sometime. I can be real life special, but think about real life special times 10. I am tough. I'm telling you, I'm very tough. Because when I mentor, that's my reputation on the line. So you got to get results, or you just got to leave. Because I'm not going to waste my time nor yours. And I know when you're wasting my time. Okay? What's next here? Folks, did you get any value here tonight? No, it's a red light special, Roxy. Roxy, you must be new. Look, Araceli said, I would make you proud. Araceli, no offense, but do you know how many times and how many women have told me how they're going to make me proud? You know how many men told me, I'm going to make you proud. I'm going to do it, man. I can tell you so many, the stories, the devastating stories of people that try to sell me on how they're going to do, all these incredible things. I'm like, shut up. Just show me. I'm from the show me state. Just show me. Don't even talk. Just do it. Show me something. All right? Are you hard on them because you meet in person but actually believe in them? It's not about believing in them. The belief must come from the person. I'm here to guide, instruct, and mentor you. Okay? And if you ask me and say, you think I'm going to, you may say, well, Wesley, do you think I'm going to make $1 million? I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel in the moment based off what you did and based off just having a conversation with you. I just know. Don't ask me how I know, but, within the 5-10 minutes of meeting a person, I know how successful this person is going to be. It's very obvious. Because I told you, millionaires and future millionaires just have certain type of characteristics that, average people just don't have. So I know very quickly here. And you don't want to hear my answer because tears. And let me tell you something, Ariel. Listen, everybody wants the blueprint on how Ariella became rich, how she made all this money. And I'm going to give you some of the intangible things that she did despite, starting the company. She just... She didn't make any excuses. And it was very important for her to show me, this was about her. It was very important for her to show me that she could do it. I'm being honest, she just wanted to show me that she can do it. That was very important to her. Right? She wanted me, and I can feel that. She wanted me to say, damn, you did it. I'm proud of you. She wanted to hear that. And since she really wanted to show me that she could do it, and that she wanted to do it, she didn't have time for excuses, and she didn't take days off either. Like, Ariella never took a day off. She's been with me 5+ years. She don't take days off. Never. I like working with those type of people that works every day, because I work every day. And If you're not willing to work every day, you're probably not going to be rich. I'm being honest with you, you know. And I don't care about all your responsibility. They don't tell me this shit. I can't stand when people tell me about, oh, I got a kid. I take care of my mama. I take care of I do this, I don't care. So, what does that mean? You said you committed to the process. So I want that shit done. Right? Yeah. Right? Because that's just what it takes. And one thing about Ariella, man, she got it done. She never complained. She never complained about what was going on in her life. She just got things done, honestly. I mean, this woman had a terrible... You know what's so funny? She had a terrible accident right before she contacted me. I never knew she had an accident until several years later. She had just got out the hospital. So she still wasn't like 100%, but she sounded like 100%. She looked like 100%. And one thing about Ariella, she was very persistent, man. Very persistent. I don't think I've ever met a more persistent person than Ariella, honestly. Like, to get my attention, she was very persistent. But she was serious about it. And another thing about Ariella, she could communicate well. I like great communicate. Like, listen, like if you can't talk, can't speak, it's going to be very difficult for me to help you. I mean, it's going to be kind of hard. All right, but she can communicate well. She had the gift of the gab. All right, so I can work with that. Those type of people, I can make them very rich faster. Questions here. How you know what you wanted to do? Well, I mean, I didn't necessarily know I wanted to be an internet marketer, but I saw that the internet was the way. It was the wave of the future, so, and I can make money on autopilot, so that's what I wanted to do. I was down for that. I'm average successful, but I'm ready for a tough mentor to go on to the top. Okay, watch this. So Ariella, this is what I want you to do. You want to be mentored. Your first step, you need to work with Ariella and you need to sell. She's going to tell you what you need to sell. You'll join her team and you need to sell. Because you can't be an outstanding CEO until you can sell well. Right? So let's see how Ariella responds now. You need to sell. We have the product, we have the training, but you need to know how to do it already. We don't want to hire people who are novice. We want people that know how to sell products. So let's see if she still is gun-ho. How old are you? Rox, I'm 25. Come on now, of course. 25, my oldest baby's 18. I'm a young man. I'm young forever, you know, forever. I'm a young man. Okay. What's next? Bootsy J, how are you? What excites you most about the internet marketing business? Yeah, that I can sleep and make money. I was having a conversation with a young man today at the gym. I'm working out, and I know this young man is trying to get my attention, you know, like a lot of young men, and I decided to give him some of my time today, even though I was in the zone, but I can tell he really wanted to get, you know, he's young. He's 21 years old. He's fairly successful, and he wants to start a webinar, so I started talking with him a little bit, and he said, Wesley, how much money you made today? And I said, well, I don't know, because, like, I don't check my phone until, like, after the gym, honestly. I'm not usually on my phone before the workout is done, and the workout is not complete until like 3 o'clock in the day, whatever. So, but I said, you know, average day is probably like 70, 80 grand a day. And that's what I love about the internet, because I can make that money without doing anything. Like even right now, I'm making money. Sales are coming to my website right now. Like, wow, I'm sleeping like a baby. So, yeah, I like to sleep money. I can sell a rat trap to a rat. Oh, I bet you. Oh, Listen, Roxy, you're a broker. I already know you can sell. And you know what's so funny? Can I tell you a secret? Ariella was a real estate agent when she met me. So that's how I knew she can sell too, because she was a real estate agent. I mean, real estate agents, they have the gift of the ones that really can sell, right? The ones that were making money. Ariella was she was doing okay as a real estate person. She was really good, I'm not gonna lie, in real estate. So that should give you a hint, Roxy. Wink, wink. Real estate agents, man. I mean, the good ones, not the ones that are not doing nothing, but they have the gift of the gab. And, yeah. What's next? Yeah, listen, we're looking for high-ticket sales closers. We're looking for people that can sell on the phone. We have warm leads, which means people that buy my product. 500 to 1,000 people buy my products every single day. And we reach out to them and we coach them and we offer them other services that we sell. And if you want to be a part of our team, if you're a person that communicates well, if you're a person that is coachable, teachable, and trainable, then I can help you. And, my goal is for my salespeople to make 6 figures a year. I have one guy that's doing 7 figures a year right now. Like, I would like you to do 7 figures, but let's get you at 6 first. And the great thing about it, you can just work from home. And this position, if you do well, you travel with us. Like, I'm getting ready to do a retreat probably in Dubai or maybe Colombia with my team, my type salespeople and my executive team. And we just have a good time, man. We have fun. It's nothing like a Wesley Virgin party. You just never know what I'm going to do. Right? But, just reach out to Ariella if you're serious about this. And be serious, You know how many people we bring on per day and how many people stay? I'm telling people just lie. They just say, oh, yeah, I'm willing to do this. Okay, but I can't start for 2 weeks because my kid just got in school and my child, and I just had a baby tomorrow. I don't need that bullshit, honestly. Listen, if you got a whole nother life that you need to tend to, do not reach out to Ariella. Because you have to be committed. And we work almost every day. If you're not willing to work every day, then you're not serious. Everybody that works for me, my goal for them is to be very successful. Whatever they want to do in life, I want them, at least at $10,000 to $50,000 a month, right, in their pockets. This is my goal. And I'm not here for you just to work for me and not make any money. But you got to be committed to the process. Right now, I have 2 ladies that work for me on Ariella's team. Name is Georgette and Lana. We're going to get these women to 6 figures first. Then we're going to make them millionaires, right? Doesn't matter how long it takes. It's going to happen if they stay with us, if they listen. And Ariella's the blueprint because I did it for her. So why can't I do it for anybody else, right? You just got to trust the process. So I follow Ariella. So you can look at the list of people that I follow and reach out to her. And listen, if she don't reach out to you today or tomorrow, don't be DMing me and say, is she not reaching out to me? Be persistent. All right? I mean, she's the big deal right now. It is what it is. She's not the Ariella 5 years ago living in New York in a basement. She's Ariella that's a millionaire that has a place in Naples. She has a place in New York. She drives a fancy pink Maserati, and it is what it is. She's completely different. She's a boss. So if you want to be a boss woman like her, you got to realize that if you reach out to her every day. Find a way. Go in the comments. I mean, do whatever you got to do to get her attention. A lot of you just think that she's regular. She's not regular anymore. She's not going to just reach out to you. Many people reach out to Ariella, want to work for her, but they're just bullshitting. So we're looking for serious people that want to commit to the training, and to have fun in the process here. So like I said before, I follow her. I drive a Tesla and a Jeep. All right, okay, girl. We love working with successful people. We'll reach out, and I promise you, will remember me. All right, I like that. I like that. But listen, I've heard that before, Ariella. I mean, I've been in this business a long time. I've heard it all. Trust me. People say, you're going to know my name, Wesley. You're going to remember me, Wesley Virgin. Remember my name, Wesley Virgin. Oh, like, I'm just sleeping on them. Like, okay, yeah, sure. As I get in my Rolls Royce color and then go to eat with my boo. I mean, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I said, I'm from the show me state. Show me. Don't tell me anything. Don't even talk to me. Just show me. Show me what you can do. I got this young man that worked for me. I'm not going to say his name because he works for me now. And he was like, send me a DM, say, Wes, I'm going to do $2.4 million. I'm going to be your best salesperson. And I'm looking at his numbers and I ain't seeing shit. I'm like, what happened to the 2.4 million? What are you talking about? Where's the results? So it's like, stop talking so much. A lot of you talk too much. Just don't talk. Just do it. Like, do it. You know, show me. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Just do it. Make sense? Make it happen. Wesley, you fine as hell. Am I? Am I fine as hell? It's so funny. Where did that phrase come from when we said that people are fine as hell? As hell? So is hell fine? I thought hell was a demonic place where the devil lives. What's next? But thank you for the compliment. What's next? Let me see here. After you reach your financial goals, how do you pivot to the next long-term goal that brings fulfillment and happiness? Well, I mean, Kyle, you know, what I'm doing right now is my purpose. Like, this is, like, doing this is 2 hours right now, folks. I've been on here for 2 hours with you. Like, this is my purpose. I love doing this. I just love answering questions. I like going live with you. I like talking with people because I used to be you. But I didn't have a millionaire, obviously, that would go live at 12 o'clock midnight. I mean, who does that? Do you know any other millionaires that go live with, you know, beautiful, average people, whatever, 9 to 5, you know, whatever, people that's trying to be rich? Like, how many people do that? I don't know. I know one, Wesley Virgin. So I would say is that this is my fulfillment right here, man. This fulfills me, honestly. I love it. What's next here? My Tesla's paid off, but I leased my Jeep under my business. Do you recommend leasing cars? Yeah. I mean, I leased my G-Wagon, but now it's paid off. I leased my Rolls Royce. That's the only lease I have right now, just the Rolls Royce. I mean, yeah, the Rolls Royce. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a lease, you know. Do whatever you got to do. I don't know. I have a lot of cars, so a lease made sense for me because I'm not going to drive that car 7,000 miles. I've had it for like 3 years. It's not even 4,000 miles on that Rolls Royce, calling it. So not a big deal. But yeah, but Roxy, I'm very proud of you. She's doing well. And I like working with women that do well. But listen, you know, some of you women, you're already in your zone. You got your stuff. You're working your deal. I don't want to be a distraction for you because when you work with me, I need all your time. I just know how to take people's skills. I know how to take their expertise, and I know how to make money with it, right? But you have to make a commitment if you should decide to do that, working a part of my team. Okay. What's next here? Where's how to manage meditation, manifestation while not situation you want to be in. How to manage it? You just need to do it. You don't need to manage it, man. You got to do it. Like, your situation, who cares about your situation, folks? Like, honestly, can I be blunt here? I know it's Sunday. God forgive me. No one gives a fuck about your situation. You shouldn't either. Your situation is your situation. If you're in a fucked up situation right now, you don't have any money, okay, well, you put yourself in that situation, all right? It's your fault. Duh, if you fat and overweight, it's your fault. Like, if you're staying in the house that you want to be in, you're staying in the apartment you want to be in, if you have that cheap-ass furniture in your house, well, that's just you. You created all that shit. If you have a car, You hate your car, then okay, you created that. If you have a person in your life, man or woman that you don't like, but you're just with them because they pay half the bills, then you manifested that, okay? So to continue to think about that, it's just useless. All right? Meditate and visualize yourself better, okay? Meditate and visualize your situation to be better. You married or single? Single, never been married. Why would I get married? Come on now. Why? What's the purpose? What's next here, folks? Questions for me? Hey, Brenda, how are you? I'm a single mom and I'm very focused on myself. Good job, Spirit Mom. I'm happy for you. Roxy, she going to the beach. Listen, I love successful women. I love working with successful women in their own right. And typically I meet women that are successful and that want to be successful more. Because there's different levels of success, right? Some people are successful, but they work a lot. Some people are successful and they don't work a lot, right? And I think you will want to be the person that, because I truly believe a company is not a company until you could detach from the company, and a company can function and make more money when you're not there. That's a company. That's a business. If you're always in the business every day, like you're always there, then you're just employed to the people that you employ, right? You're just like, you're just an employee, man. Like if you can't pull away from your company or your businesses. Okay. Wes, what does success mean to you? Just waking up in a blissful state at this point now, honestly. Just waking up, looking at my abs, my potential abs. Every morning I'm looking at my stomach, looking at my abs. Those abs, they're coming. Yeah, that's success to me. Just getting up, being grateful to God, grateful to you, just breathing. Breathing. I love breathing. Anybody else love breathing? Yeah, I love it. Delana, how are you? What's next here? All right, folks, much love, much love. I'll go ahead and let you go here. Thank you for joining me here tonight. If you want to follow the podcast, just go to google.com, type in Wesley Virgin. You'll be able to get access to all the podcasts. I have about 400 different podcasts that have been published on the internet here. Have fun. You have to condition yourself daily to be able to transform into the stuff that you want to be. If you want access to my course, just go to howtomanifestnow.com. I'll go to bygeniescript.com. That is bygeniescript.com. Much love. This is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin, and let's go.